Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aditya. The topic of my presentation is dust control system. The subject is environmental science and paper code is MC471. This PPT is prepared by Asif, Aditya and Surajit. The contents are: what is dust, causes and sources of dust, problem existing dust, health impact, how does ADEC measures for dust, other problems existing dust, sands and dust storms directly affect, basics of industrial ventilation, advantages and disadvantages, selection criteria, design of back filter, design philosophy, conclusion and recommendation, acknowledgement, references. At first we have to know what is dust. Dust is basically made of fine particles of solid matter. On Earth, it generally consists of particles in the atmosphere that come from various sources such as soil, lifted by wind and aeolian process, volcanic eruptions and pollution. Dust in homes is composed of about 20 to 50% of dead skin cells. The rest, and in offices and other human environments, is composed of small amounts of plant pollen, human hairs, animal furs, textile fibers, paper fibers, minerals from outdoor soil, burnt meteoroid particles, and many other materials which may be found in the local environment. Now, causes and sources of dust. So what are the causes of dust? Wind across dirt roads, runaway riverbeds, human activities on lots without vegetation, quarry operations in a gravel pits, vehicle and four-wheelers on dirt roads. Vehicle and residents have told us that traffic is increasing in villages over the past 10 years, making the dust problem worse. Now, sources of dust: dirt roads, runways, gravel pits, dry river beds, and unvegetated lands. So what are the problems existing from dust? The dust and potential health risk. Dust may cause health problems in the villages. Dust aggravates existing heart and lung diseases and can damage lung tissue. Children, seniors and people with asthma and other respiratory or heart conditions are more susceptible to health problems from breathing in dust. There is stronger evidence of a long-term health effect from PM 2.5 captured particles, which includes ultrafine particles. Dust particles small enough to be inhaled may lead to irritation of the eyes, coughing, sneezing, hay fever, asthma attacks. For people with respiratory conditions like asthma, chronic obstructive airways disease, known as COID, or emphysema, even small increases in dust concentration can make their symptoms worse. Now, what are the health impacts of dust? Alaska Department of Environmental Conservation, known as ADEC, has heard there is an increase in respiratory problems in the villages. Health studies indicates breathing problems are either somewhat worse or higher than expected in rural Alaska. Health problem associated with dust aggravates existing heart and lung diseases, damages lung tissue, mostly impact children, seniors, people with asthma, people with heart conditions, has been shown to increase hospital clinic visits. How does ADEC measures for dust? ADEC, known as Alaska Department of Environmental Conservation, has equipment that can measure for dust. Particle less than 1/10th the diameter of your hair. Dust is very small particles that can reach the inner lung. ADEC compares their measurements to the following EPA standards for dust. 24 hours, 150 micrograms per cubic meters of dust enters within our lung. In an annual, 50 micrograms per cubic meter of a dust. Now the other problems existing from a dust: low cleaning efficiency, higher dust emission from a stack, ducts get frequently choked, inadequate suction at the hoods, puffing taking place at the suction points, work zone is dusty, dust deposited on a floor of workplace, loss of precious material. Now Asif will continue the other part of the debate.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Asif, and the topic is the sand and dust storm directly affect 11 of the 17 United Nations mandated Sustainable Development Goals. The United Nations has taken its goals to achieve by 2030, right? There should be no dust control. There should be no dust. The goals, the 17 goals are ending poverty in all forms, ending hunger, good health and well-being, safe water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industrial innovation and infrastructure, sustainable cities and communities, climate action, life below water and life on land. This is a survey for the last 5 years which shows that which cities has the maximum number of pollution. In this survey or graph, you can see that Delhi has the maximum pollution. To control dust, you can use various types of ventilation, but here is I can explain that basics of industrial ventilation. Industrial ventilation is a method of controlling worker exposure to airborne toxic chemicals or flammable vapors by exhausting contaminated air away from the work area and replacing it with clean air. Local exhaust ventilation is used in industry to capture dust. Components like wood, ductwork, air cleaning, device fan, and stack. These are some ventilation machines like HL cleanings, HL couplings, and etc. These are some different types of mist cannons, which is also used to control dust. And this is a special type of, you can say, centrifugal collectors or a machine which is also used for dust control. Every machine has its advantages and disadvantages, and in this machine also. Centrifugal collectors advantages: point number 1 is low chemical cost, point number 2 ability to operate at high temperature, can handle liquid mist or dry material, low maintenance requirement, no moving parts, small footprint, require relatively small space. And in the same way, the disadvantages of this centrifugal collector is high operating cost due to pressure drop, low efficiency, particularly for small particles, unable to process sticky materials. These are some generator or machines which we can use to control or measure dust control. Selection criteria for appropriate dust collection equipment. following factors are considered, that is contaminated concentration, gas system characteristic, energy consideration, contaminant characteristic, dust disposal efficiency required. Comparing all the factors from various dust collectors, that filter was selected for the proposed dust extraction system. This is a diagram for that filter. And the rest part will be explained by my friend Surajit. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I start next part. Design of bag filter with dust existing system. Dust is generated in work zone during material transfer by conveyor belt. As compared to present dust control system, a better and more efficient dust existing system is designed for conveyor belt ventilation. Changes made, review of suction air quantity based on ACGIH norms. Design a number of suction hooks and their location. Design a bag house filter. Design a start of suitable height. Design philosophy. Several internal formula are available for calculation and design. Among them the design guidelines and criteria given by the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists. It's called ACGIH in industrial ventilation. A manual of recommended practice are most widely followed by engineers to design local ventilation systems. The ACGIH ventilation manual contains dozens of design plans of ventilation system for specific industrial applications that have been used to control emissions. Conclusion and recommendation. In addition to more efficient dedusting system designed for air pollution control in work zone, the following steps are recommended to be brought into practice in the lines of and routine job. First, provision should be made to spray water on the feeders before charging the raw materials into set mix in lines of. This would ultimately result in less dust generation, healthy environment for the workers, and stop emission inside the lot. Second, stationary and mobile superstructure or industrial vacuum cleaners should be utilized regularly as per requirements in various areas and floors of better housekeeping. See, in house training program on pollution control system at the shop and feedback clarification should be done for the workers. And fourth, scheduled and routine maintenance of the dust control system should be carried out. Fifth, handling of light, sticky and microscopic materials is an apparently difficult task. Special moisture pressure propylene filter bag can be used. Operators, zero speed switch, level switch and DP switch, which ensure the smooth and trouble-free operation of the system can be used. 7. Dust must meeting the NIOSH N95 rating should be made compulsory for workers. 8. Full clothing to cover arms, legs, gloves, safety glasses or face shields should be provided to workers handling line. 9. Eye wash and shower stations should be readily available. And 10. Offline cleaning should be preferred as high level particulate emissions takes place during online cleaning process. Acknowledgement. I would like to thank my teacher Surajit and my friend Asif and Aditya providing support guiding. And I got to learn a lot of more about it dust content. Reference Google, Wikipedia and plus the Department of Environment and Conservation website and my class teacher and friends.